I'm Holly.
I'm Charisse.
Thanks for tuning in to Ask Mom, and today we're talking about
My period stopped.
what's going on. So
Be grateful. That's what I say. Be grateful.
So sometimes you get all excited, or you're like, oh my gosh, I started my period, you know, and maybe you wanted to, maybe you didn't want to, but you were resolved that it was going to start coming every month now because
Right.
you just started it. But the truth is that it takes your body probably a year to regulate to what your cycle is going to be like.
Mm-hmm.
So
you might have an irregular cycle.
Yeah, or it could be, eventually it'll be regular, but for the next 6 months to a year, maybe it won't be. So we get these emails where people are frantic because they say, I'm 12 and I had my period and I had it for 2 or 3 months and now I haven't had it in 2 months and I hope I'm not pregnant. Could I be pregnant? And so, you know, you can't be pregnant if you haven't been having sexual intercourse with a boy. So, you know,
That's true.
if sperm hasn't gotten into your body to reach an egg and be fertilized, then there's no way on earth. That's not going to happen by hugging. It's not going to happen by kissing. So, if that's your situation, don't worry, you are not pregnant. If you have been engaging in those activities and you're 12 or 13 or 14 or whatever, and your period is missing, then you might need to be thinking about taking a pregnancy test and considering whether you could be pregnant.
True dat.
Which means going to the store, buying a pregnancy test.
$20.
You pee on a little stick, and then you wait for 15 or 20 minutes to see if it's going to get the little plus sign. If it does, then you are pregnant, or at least very likely pregnant, and then you'll have to go to the doctor and talk to your mom. But hopefully, right now, who we're talking to is just girls who happen to have started and then it went away. And then they're wondering what's going on.
And I think probably the biggest fear would be like, how do I know when it's going to come back? Don't you think that would be the biggest thing? Like,
So you're kind of starting ground zero again, aren't you? You're just wondering, when is your body going to say it's time again?
and that's when you just should be prepared. Like, make sure you always have, you know, a light day or something in your backpack or your purse, whatever it is that you carry, just so that you're prepared for that.
Exactly. You're just waiting again. And you could also just check, like, hopefully you marked down when you had your last period. And so you could, even if you don't have it the next month, just, you know, still kind of keep track. When might it come if it stayed on kind of a cycle like that? So just mark that for the first day you had it, and then count 28 days out from there. It overlaps over the top of the time when you had your period. Count 28 days out and imagine it could maybe happen then, and then count 28 days out from that and imagine it could happen around then. And it might be that it will show up on kind of a similar schedule like that. Or you might notice if you chart your moods that you have kind of mood swings around that same time. Maybe your period doesn't come, but you'll notice you got really moody, or you got cravings or something like that.
Like, I don't know why I ate that whole box of Thin Mints from my sister's Girl Scout collection.
That could be why.
I don't know why I stole my mom's chocolate candy out of her nightstand.
So I would say if you had a period, and maybe it's been 6 or 8 months and it never came back, and it was really worrying you or bothering you or something like that, I would tell your mom. I would just let her know. Say, I just want you to know I had like 2 months where I had a period, and then I haven't had one in like 6 or 8 months. And sometimes it's just that your hormones say, no period, and you're not going to have it maybe for another year. Or it could be that maybe there's something going on for you hormonally, and it might be worth a trip to the doctor. But neither case is something to worry about, because those are all things doctors talk about every day and can handle. So,
Correct.
Anyway, I'm Holly.
I'm Charisse.
And I hope that helps you with your questions about, why did my period stop?